Hello, my name's Iris Smith and welcome. I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. Before we get started, I'd like, oh, my cat's back. I've given in to him. I can't help it. I know I said he was banned, but hey-oh, it's just my fur baby, so I can't help myself. Again, I'd like to wish a warm welcome to 3 more new subscribers. One is Brenda Hammock. Hello Brenda, and I hope you're enjoying the videos, and welcome to the Flower Patch. And Bonnie Gosh as well, and welcome to you, my darling, and I hope you're enjoying the videos as well. And also Nikki Swenson, and welcome to you also, and I hope you're enjoying the videos as well. Today we're still sticking with the Christmas theme. I will come out of it quite shortly because I've got no more room hardly left to put things, and I will start doing some ordinary arrangements again. I just wanted to just show another different type of Christmas wreath that we're going to make. So first of all, I've attached my bow, and these are 2.5 inch wide bows, all 3 of them, I think, apart from that one. No, that's 1.5. And I've got just a plain stripy silver, a Christmas one where it's got a white Christmas tree and a reindeer in it as well, and also this red and white glittery swirly effect with red glittery snowflakes on. So I thought we'd do that, and I've done all my loops at 5 inches, so that would be 10 inches on your mat, looped over to make a 5 inch loop. The wreath size that we're using today is, if I can see, 14 inch, one of my favourite sizes. I decided to place my bow on this side, and then I made some extra long tail ends with it at the bottom, and also I shortened the ones at the top because they will just flop over, well, not flop over because they're all wired, but they will just lean over and you won't see them at the back. So I tend to cut these shorter at the top. So these are the tail ends what belong with the bow. I've just added this as extra tail end separately just by scrunching it together, putting a tie wrap on, and then looping a floral wire through the tie wrap, and then inserting the floral wire through the centre and at the back where I twisted it, and then pushed once I cut the wire, push the wire back into the wreath so it doesn't scratch anyone's floor. So before we start, and I've got my coffee, I've just made it before we start, I want to show you the things that we're going to use. Again, this is going to be another funky type Christmas arrangement, so I've decided to use my big Prezi. Look at the size of that. Oh my goodness. And what I'm going to do with that, guys, I'm going to put it in at an angle so it sits in the centre. Now, isn't that lovely? So at least Santa's left me one Christmas present. That's all I can say. I've also decided to get just 3 white baubles just to place in different places, like in a triangular position, or I may put them just as one together at the bottom. I've decided I've got to get my little men in it. I might just use one or both of my gingerbread men. I love these. I've got lots of them. Julie and Sandra will know where to get them from. B&M if you're looking, and they're very cheap. So because they are cheap, I decided to go and get a lot. And Julie's been naughty again, she says, and she's popped back to B&M. She couldn't help herself. Well, what a coincidence, Julie, because I have done the same thing. I can't help myself. I'm trying to grab everything I can before it's out of stock, and then maybe I can save some for the following year as well. So, and I've got my candy cane, and I want to put 3 of these in with the candy and then the lollipop and some beads. So I want to put 3 of these in different places around the wreath as well. And guys, I got some elves. I got some little elves' legs I want to place like that at the bottom of the wreath. So it looks like I could actually put them in different places. One here and then one perhaps coming out here. But I thought I'd like to see little legs popping out at the bottom. So that's what we're going to put in as well. And they are wired stem. So it's going to be reds, whites and silvers today. So I've got my glittery little baubles, or, well, I think they might be actually, oh my goodness, I've gone foggy in my head. Yeah. I'm looking at the other ones in red. I've got these berries, that's it. Little silvery, sorry guys, glittery berries on with little twigs attached to them as movement again in, and as you saw, red berries. I've got some silver ruscus out that I'd like to put around the side as well, just for a different foliage also. And I've just got 5 out of the bunch. Well, it wasn't on a bunch, they come separately. But I've just taken 5 out instead of bringing the whole lot of our white. I've gone wrong again. I must write it down. I must learn and have my own script. But my silver glittery. Now, I've seen these online and people are calling them bay leaves and some people are calling them willow. And also some people are calling them ruscus because they're all very similar. Now, to me, bay leaves are slightly wider. So if anything, they may be more likely little willow or ruscus. So whichever you know it as, that's okay. And I've ended up with some more oddments of my variegated ficus, as well as bringing the oddments out. I brought out 2 big stems, fresh ones, in case I want the length around the top, and use these as perhaps in, you know, more of an inside depth than obviously the length. I've cut down off, I think, 3 bunches, some of my already, I've tried to prepare bits and bobs. My conifer, again, I personally have to put conifer in because it's such a Christmassy look. You may know it as cypress leaves, but I have to put them in. It's just a must for me. I've got out also some green fern as well to put around the side for the length to attach in different places all the way around. And I wasn't sure about these, but I've got out my green long stemmed willow. Again, I've got some oddments in here. I may put these around the sides as well for a different texture. And again, I'm not sure about these ones either, but I've got out some pussy willow. I may add some of those in also, just to add a bit of texture also with the little fluffy pussy willows on. And I've got some holly out. It finally came, guys. I buy it without the stems, so I have attached my stems onto it, perhaps in case I want some higher than the others. I've only put 7 out. Now I've got 3 of these. A stilby, again, what my neighbour gave me. These were a creamy colour, so before we started the video, I have sprayed them white. As again, just to put in 3 different areas of the wreath. And I've also got out, because it's got white tips, some heather. And heather's a Christmassy thing as well. So, I mean, it's an all year round, but especially in Christmas, people like to see it. So, I've got that. And just for our floral, I got out, I'm not using red poinsettias. In red for my floral, I decided to get some carnations. I've got some oddments, but then I've just brought one full stem out as well, in case I may need, a few more. And yes, guys, I'm finally maybe incorporating my white calla lilies for the movement to give it that lovely effect. So definitely, I think more than likely. But I have brought out, again, the same as yesterday, some more white poinsettias instead of red. Because I know there's a lot of red with the decorations and that, so I wanted to add white in instead. And I've also got out 5, which I've already wired up, 5 of my pine cones, just to give that woody effect and that Christmassy feel again. And I've got my little man here, who's been a good boy last night. Oh, I forgave him immediately, guys. As soon as I went into the house, he come crying around my feet, jumped up on my lap. And I couldn't not but stroke him and cuddle him. So I've forgiven him. And I know he probably didn't understand me, but I sat there and went, okay, I've took your ban off of you. You can come back in as long as you're a good boy. So he's a bit quiet today. It's probably because he must know. That's all I can say. So, first of all, I want to just move the greenery and the foliage and things like that, the berries, because we're going to put in our little legs. Oh, this is going to be joyous again. I tell you guys, I love Christmas. So, again, I will do some more just ordinary arrangements, what are an all year round thing. I will get back on it because I've been looking at the flowers and thinking, oh look, they're all sat there not doing nothing. I wonder if this is crazy. I wonder if they probably feel like they're left out now. So I'm gonna do some. So don't worry. I'm just gonna have some of my coffee. I hope it's not going cold. Oh no, it's not bad. Not bad at all. So, because these are obviously wired, these stems, they are on paperback, but I haven't got red to go over it. So if I really do have to go over it, I will do green, because some elves wear green stockings. So there's a thought. And what again I want to do with these little men's feet is just pop them at the back. I can't get my wreath any higher. Oh, I've got a scratch. Can't get my wreath any higher to let them just dangle. So they will be touching the floor for now. But once they're up, again, let me put one there and then one there. They will be sat at the bottom like that. They look lovely. They're skinny. I thought Santa would have put him some weight on and filled his legs up, but he's very skinny. But I'm sure he doesn't mind. So let's see. Well, I want to cut it around there, so I've got room to bend it inside the wreath. Do the same one, measure them up, so I can cut them exactly the same length. I don't want those because they're paperback. Oh my goodness. Talk about jolly. Oh, I've just scraped it. Oh, I've scraped where the glitter's on. Oh dear. Oh, never mind. I'm sure we'll be okay. I'm waiting for some glue to come today. I've ordered is it? 200 glue sticks. So hopefully, they said they're coming today. So, and some more picks as well. So I'm going, following the grain, and then I'm going to bend his leg. I could have them actually sticking like that. Let's see, is it coming out? Nope. We'll do the same with the other one. Or do I make it shorter? I could make it shorter actually. Yeah, let's do it shorter. Oh my goodness. So let me take that one out before it sets. Oh gosh, I think it's set. Ugh. Oh, crikey me, that is tough. Take the glue off and cut it. So we can shorten his little legs. I want to measure how far it is on this one. And there. So, okay, let's do that one again. See if we can shorten his legs. Let me just see. Push that in there. And then bend it there. Aha! Done it! Done it, done it, done it. So I'm going to make him look bow-legged. Not everybody likes to see bow-leg. But today, he may. And then just manipulate it. Oh my God. Oh, look at his bow legged. Isn't that cool of me? Oh, we'll be all right. Oh, I say. So I'm going to place. I can't stop smiling at them. Oh, with his little pom-poms on his feet. I'm going to place this Prezi in the centre. Where's the bell so we can see the bell a bit more? So it's that way. When the wreath's moving his legs, his feet are shaking like he's nervous. Naughty boy, keep still. So I'm going to dip the Prezi again, follow the grain down. I can get it in. That's it. And then bend. I hope it stays. Let's just bring it down a bit more. Oh, it looks like it's going to move. So I may have to attach it to give it that support. Yeah, so I'm going to have to attach it, guys. His legs. Right, I've got the ribbon. I'm going through the ribbon here at the back. There's the ribbon where I'm bringing my floral tape through it here, and that'll give me something for it to hold on to. So then I'm going to push should I say, my floral wire. Let me do this on flat surface. About there. Where's it gone? Can't feel. Oh, there it is. So you push it through your grapevine wreath to the back, Just got to try and feel for a hole for it to go through. I can't see it coming through that one. Sorry guys, I shouldn't laugh. He just looks so funny. The thing is, he's not even got a face and I'm already putting a face onto him. So how can I say he looks funny when I can't even see him? That's not coming through. That keeps bending. So I've got to try and now find somewhere, another position. Because obviously it doesn't want to go through there. So let's see. I know what I can do to help it. I'll get my hole puncher. I'm going to place that through the wreath, and then while that's still in the wreath, push it through where the hole puncher is, and hopefully yes, it's worked. It's worked its magic. And then I'm going to pull it tight. Pull it tight. And then twist it on the back. It's kicking me now. And just keep twisting it till I'm happy that it's secure enough. Then just snip some of it off. And then the little bit that's still sticking out, bend it back inside your wreath, because you don't want that scratching anybody's door. I'll put it there while we're doing it. It's the bonus on the legs that's getting me. I shouldn't laugh, because some people suffer with that, but on this occasion it's just so funny. So there, it's just tickled me. There is our bow legs. Doesn't it look sweet? That's how they're moving when I'm moving the wreath. They're like that, like they're quivering. I don't know why he's nervous. I wouldn't be. And the thing is, I've got an arrangement down there with one of these gingerbread men facing me with the great big grin on the face as well. Gosh, I tell you, things like that, they're just so silly. I can be so silly. Let's see if I can pull this one out. See how long that is. Right. I don't want this because it's on paperback. So let's get the white corsage tape and just cover some of the stem, because it's only at the bottom that will be going in. But I'm going to go virtually about nearly halfway up, or nearly to the centre, back down. Yeah, he's grinning at me in that arrangement. When I was on about the legs, I just spotted it. The thing is, I've just realised now, I'm not a rude person, but guys, I can't put the baubles here. I really can't. It's just not right. It really isn't. So I can't place those baubles there. I don't know. Silly me. Such simple things make me giggle. We was playing this morning, wasn't we? You and me. Oh, he's just got his head down. think he knows. Right, let's see where we're going to put our gingerbread men. I think I want one around here at the top there, and then maybe one popping out at the side of the bow. So how high shall I place him? I'd say about there, so I want to cut that off. So I'm going to push that in. Just don't want it to, make sure it doesn't come out the back. And if it doesn't sit and keep still, always get, there's another way to do it, and I'll just show you, because they're not very thick wire, but if you just don't think it's going to sit correctly, just cut a bit of your floral wire, or maybe a thicker one, make a U-bend like that, a little U, place it over the top and just push it in. Let's just, so then that will sit without coming off, or well, it shouldn't come off, but you know, moving around. So now I've placed that little bit of wire over the top of the stem to stop it from coming forward. So I have him here. Let me unravel the stem. So where do we want this? That makes it look like it's a peekaboo, I'm here. Oh, I am silly. So I'll cut that one to around there as well. And place and I'll do the same with that. I'll get another piece of floral wire, I'll bend it over into a U and just place it over the top. I'm not gluing this in, I'm just placing it over the top. I've got to make sure I can find it so it'll go in deep enough. There we go. And then just push it in as far as you can. There, so it's opposite from each other. Sorry, I just can't stop. When I get in that giggly mood, when something sets me off, that's it. It takes me a while to stop giggling, because I just keep putting images in my head, and that's what it does. Now I'm going to get our cane. These are on paperback as well. Just not push on them too far. And the stems are the same length as the main one. So they've grouped 3 long stems together. So, and again, with them being paperback, I don't want to let them fray. So I just want to see, we'll put one here, one there, and one near his shoe. So, white corsage tape again. And I'm going to do it right from underneath the last bead. I'm going to start to put the corsage tape. And then I'm going to work my way all the way down to the bottom, because I don't want it fraying all the way up if I just put a little bit on the end. So if I do that with this one as well, oh my goodness, cool. I'm usually a quite strong person. Oh, crikey me. Oh, Bobo's dropped. Never mind. All in a bit of fun. And again, I'm going to do it right from under the last bead. And on the other one also. Because once I've got these decorations in, then I'll put the baubles, I think, in a bit nearer, you know, or later on as we go along. It's just these long ones that I need to get in. And you can manipulate these and bend them. So let me place one at 12 o'clock. Pushing it right in, following the grain, and then bending it up. Now that is quite high to me. I don't want the wreath to go super, super high. So this is now where I will manipulate it and just bend it just into a different pattern, so to speak. So it looks a little bit funky. And I'll do that on all three of them. Again, because I don't want them looking, you know, going too far out like that, because that looks silly. So we'll place one here, go down at an angle, and then bend. And again, do the same, bend it. Because you can twist these around as well, so you can move those into the position to face whichever way you'd like as well. Like that. Just going to cut a little bit off of this one. Because we've got the gingerbread man there. I'm going to bring this one down slightly further. Again, bend and then manipulate it. Turn the sweetie and have that there. Isn't that funky? Now these, because they are so long, they are just going to be acting as a decoration. Just with adding, look, at the end, make it look like we've just added a bit of funkiness to it. The wreath isn't going to be that length or that wide. So if I'm not sure about it and I still think it looks a bit too long, which I do on that, I'll bring it in, fold it up again, and just do it like that. And then just bend that one coming inwards, just to give it a nice funky look. Bend that down, then back up, and then slightly down again. Twist it into as many ways as you want. Bring that forward. My neighbour's seen all the funky Christmas things. She wants me. My neighbour who has all the parties, she wants one. Let me just go and get the other bauble. Let's have a look at it. I've got to start looking at his legs. Oh, naughty boy. So yeah, I'll put these in again a bit later. I'll have to dot them around. I can't put it at 6 o'clock for reasons being, and then dot them around. So let's see if our willow, our green willow, what it looks like. I don't want a full stem on it. Yes. So I'm going to cut these. This is one of my oddments ones. So I'm going to bend that over and chop that way. I've just cut that off so it doesn't look like it's been chopped away at. Got a bit of tape on. Let me take that off. Oh my goodness. I hope it's not going to be one of these horrible things. Oh, there we go. Because sometimes they're very hard, they're on a lot of them. Very hard to get off. And you can move these around, position your leaves, because some turn that way. So just twist them around into your position. So I'm going to go around with these at the top and just work my way around. Oh, there's a bit of wire that wraps itself around the grapevine wreath to hold all the wreath together. It's not pushed in. I can't see. Let me just bring it down, guys. I really can't see. I think I'm shrinking. There we go. I may have to put it back on there. Let his legs touch the bottom. And some of them I'm going to do just some by themselves, you know, just like that, and bring those in. And if you want to bring that through so you can see it, just bring it like that. I do like this willow because it gives a lovely effect. Gives off movement as well as it's obviously the, you know, the obvious, the foliage. It just gives off that lovely movement. I don't know whether I like that one like that now. Because it just looks like it's spread its wings. So let's take it out. And let's put another one in, a single one. Let's see, that might make me feel better. My dear friend's daughter has inquired about the tea lights that we made on video. She does like them, so I think they're going to be sold. I don't like this thick stem. It's much, because this is a tight wreath, very tight. It's not one of the usual ones that I use. So I think we may have to, on occasion, put my own pick in. I'll cut it halfway so I can use the end bit for another one. Just move him slightly forward so I can get some willow behind him. Excuse me. Well, I think my chest or the cold that I got from my son, it's clearing up. I won't tell them at the choir tonight. I've got choir practice again Thursday. It's every Thursday from 7 o'clock in the evening till 9 o'clock. So I won't tell them because I don't want to catching me out and trying to get me to do a solo. So I'll just sit quietly. Oh, look, well, if she grabs me and say, come on, let me just hear your voice. Because she's a professional. She did go to America and live in America for 30 years. Due to personal reasons, she had to come back. I can't remember where she was placed. She told us, but I don't know if it was South Carolina. But she had to come back again, like I say, for personal reasons. So, and she had lessons. She had her own choir over there as well. And she is a mum in England, in the UK. Was the co-founder of a choir. Some people may have heard of them, some local people, or some may not. But the Cantarmus Girls Choir, fabulous. I think it's from the age of 11 to 18. Once you're 18, that's it. Unfortunately, you've got to leave. Not on bad terms, you know. It's just a young girls' choir. That's all it is. But fabulous, absolutely fabulous. One of my singing coaches who I've had in the past, she was a member of the Cantarmus when she was a young girl. And she became a singing teacher, learning all people to sing like ourselves. And I had lessons with her. She's a beautiful person inside and out. Very, very nice. And I got really friendly with her mum. Her mum Jadzia, she's a great lady. And so yes, my choir is musical director. Had to move, emigrate back to the UK where she was from, and so she's a professional classical singer, classical and opera. I loved it when I found out we'd get, not that we was getting a new musical director, but we was getting one that was classically and operatically trained. That was great for me because that is what I wanted. Because I used to do it sing like that until my old musical director was constantly on tour in Italy. He was great as well. So I hardly got to see him because of that reason. He was very sought after. But yeah, she's fabulous. So because she's obviously very picky, I'm one of these where it's like, oh, what if I make a mistake? And oh gosh, how will she judge me? I know she's not a judgmental person, but I don't want to let her down, so to speak. So, and that's another reason why I don't want to accept doing a solo in case I let her down, because she's such a brilliant singer. She's a mezzo soprano, fabulous voice. So I hide. Give other people a chance, I say. So that's all now. I'll willow in. I may use some more. I'm not sure. So again, if I need some, they're on the floor. Now I want to get in my fern. Well, he's been the goodest boy today. He's asleep next to my flowers, not on my flowers, like he usually does. Next to them, fast asleep. He's a mummy's boy. I made him like that. I softened him up. I made him Maudie. My mum used to say that I ought to have called him Mardy Marley. I can't do that. So I'm going to go round. I'm just pulling some of these off because I don't want all of the leaves on there. So I'm going to go round again with our fern, because I want some wider leaves at the back, even though they are airy. And I'm not going to go in between like I've done here. I'm going to place them just randomly around, but obviously in a balanced movement. I can't look at the front. I'm trying to avoid looking at the front and looking down at his leg. I'll bring that one forward. There we go. Because I've got all the greenery what will sit in between the other gaps. So that's the reason I don't want to overload it with the fern. What's that? Where's that come from? And again here. And then one here. So behind the bow. And just bring it down slightly. There. Do I put one though at the top? No, I'm not. No. Because if I start putting one there, then to me it won't look balanced. And then I'll end up placing another one in. Oh, I don't know now. I've just had a look. Oh, giddy aunt. Let me just see. Yeah, I'm going to do it. See, I change my mind like the weather. It's just that when I see something and I think, well, another one would look nice there. So I'm going to place one there. I am going to go around. So let's just push that in, bend that one. I think the longer one, I'm going to have to bring the, I want one up here, I think, or do I need it here? Yeah, at the bottom. I do have plenty more of these. So I'm going to have a longer stem on this one because it's behind the bow. You won't see it if I push it too far in, you know, so I'll keep the longest stem. And just follow the grain again, push it up. Just bend it slightly back so you can see a little bit of it. We don't want to hide our gingerbread man. So the sweetie, we don't want to hide that either. So if we bring that forward. I think that one looks a bit bent too much. I want to soften, soft bend, not a sharp. So it's more like a curve than a sharp across. I could lift that one a little bit more now. That's better. So that is what we've done with our fern. Now we have our variegated ficus. Let me just put the bigger bits here. Do I put that in or the conifer? first. Let's take the oddments off and see what we can do with the oddments. If I can get it off. There we go. I know if my mum and sister was here, they'd be in hysterics with these legs. I just know. They wouldn't be able to stop themselves from laughing. Now then. I think, let me just have a look around. Because I need to be able to see, so if we bring that forward, let's just see. Bring him forward. I think it's the conifer, guys. I think because of the leaves on the willow, they're sort of like hiding these, so these may have to come further inwards than out. I'm sure of it. Yeah. So it's the conifer then around the edge. So I'll work from the back. Oops, a daisy. Oh, I've just dropped one in. I've dropped a leaf in. Oh, quick before it dries. Let's glue it onto its stem. Oh my giddy. Right. Oh, bit of panic there. Is that one? I don't want that all the way around the back. Oh, I've just heard a van. No, that one's gone through. Let me just stick that other leaf on because it's coming off. Yeah, that one went through the back. So I'm going to cut the stem shorter because obviously the stems, I misjudged it and I placed it wrong. So again, we don't want it coming out the back. That's better. I do like to, I'm always trying to wipe dust, because so, even though, like my husband said, but there isn't any dust on. Even if it's just a little bit of dust throughout the night, that's, you know, settled on it. I don't give it the chance to be there. I like to just wipe it so it's clean for when I put it into the wreath. Cut that one a little bit. My picky ways. There we go. I don't like how that leaf's sitting. Yeah, that's better. So now I've had that experience where it's gone through the back, so I'm making sure now that my stems are not as long. And again, all I'm doing is just placing them all the way around. I've ordered some more of these, another 20 bunches. I don't know why, I've got lots. It's just that I get this sometimes on a certain item, which I know I do use a lot. I tend to really stock up well with them because because I do use them a lot, they can easily run out quite quickly, and I try to avoid that from happening. So even though I've probably got about 20 something bunches in there, I have, reordered another 20. I just cannot help myself. So I've missed a space here. But again, like I say, I'm doing that just so I know then if somebody wants something, I don't want to be low on stock with them, especially Christmas time. A lot of people like, especially around here, like to see conifers in wreaths, or cypress leaves, they're known as well. So I like to make sure I'm really well stocked up on them, because they are quite a beautiful leaf. Just heard somebody pull up. Oh my giddy. I've got 2 deliveries today. One moment, guys. I've just heard something going near my door. One moment. Sorry. Hi, guys. Oh, it was my husband. I didn't realise what time it was. So I've gone to just make him a cup of coffee. Yeah, there was banging outside and I heard somebody walk to the door and it was my husband. Oh my goodness. I went round and all of a sudden I just walked towards and he stood right in front of me and made me jump. Oh well, at least I know somebody's going to be there now for if my orders should arrive, because that's what they told me. So I've gone around. I think, I'm just seeing the spacing that I've got. I think I just need one or 2 more. I think one here. It woke Marley up, so he heard it. I think I want one there behind there. Let's get a smaller one because I don't want that to stick too far out. So we'll place this there. Let's have a look. Yes. Right, I've got 2 left, so can I squeeze those in anyway? Perhaps one at the top there. So let's get this one in. Squeeze it through. And then upright. Grab that glue string. Now one more. I can't fit one more in. Oh well, I'll place it there. I'll find some way. I'll move one slightly and bend it a bit further. Like that. So it looks equal. So now that is our conifer placed in. Let's have a look now at our ficus. What's that? So I'm going to place the odd bit around here but shorter. So I'm going to chop these into 2. And I'm going to use just little bits. I'm just going to turn it around, or in fact I may bring it in the centre more than anything. So we've got a bit of filler foliage. Oh, that's not gone in very well. Move it a bit down. Oh, come here, let me take that one back out. That's not playing games. Try with a longer stem. Try and place it somewhere different now. There. I'm just going to dot these around, and I'm putting these on the inner side of the wreath. Again, I'm not going to overpower it with the ficus, as much as it's pretty. Just turn that one around. Not that. I've just realised, guys, I made my husband a cup of coffee, but I haven't made myself one. Oh well. Never mind. I think I want one there. Okay, this is just adding a bit of filler and a bit of greenery around the centre where the present is. That's not there. I want a little bit on this side as well. That's a bit short. Trying to look for one with a long, oh there we go, a longer stem. Just try and see if I can manipulate that one. No, it's not having it. Oh, I'm not putting that one in then. Here we go. Do I need one there? Yeah, I'm going to put, I may need to put another couple in. I've just spotted another space as well. So I won't be a moment, everybody. And I'm not putting these flat. I do want movement with them. It's that one. That one, what's not twisting. That's probably why I can feel like I've got a space. get it in anymore. There. So I've placed those in and around the circle, the centre of the wreath. I did when I came back in, don't do that, notice this ribbon, it's too long. It's touching the elf's leg and shoe, and it's taking it away, the look or the view of his shoe. So we're going to chop it a little bit so we can at least get to see his leg. So I'm just going to fold it in half, if my cat allows it, and cut. It's a dovetail, and I can turn it under and hopefully it gives a nice little curl, a little ringlet. And I might do that with this one as well. Oh, isn't that pretty? Let's do this one. Give it a ring. There, we can see his legs now. Your little legs. Do the same with that. And just, that's better. That's better. It was just too long when I came in. Right, we've got our ruscus. Can I pull those off? Yes. Oh, yes. And again, I want some silver in around for the ruscus. Three. Four. And I'm only going to use 5. So we'll put that on the floor. I'm going to cut these. I don't want them too long, and I'm also going to manipulate them. You've only got one little, as we say, a node. Again, a node for you new beginners or new subscribers, if you're not sure, is basically another piece of the leaf or stem growing off from the side. So that's your main one. That is a node because it's growing off on its own to one side. So when I say cut to the next node, I don't mean going from the bottom up, because you may have some more down here. I always state cut from the top, you know, so the next node would be from the top down, and then you cut that off. And that's what I refer to when I state to cut the next node. Still want to bring that forward. Oh, don't give over. Stop biting yourself. I've just heard a van and I've just heard my husband answer the door. So that's probably my delivery. Just bend it a little bit more. My pussycat has had a treat today, even though he was naughty yesterday. I went this morning just to the local grocery store and got some cat treats for him. Oh my gosh. Those little sticks, chewy sticks. I gave him a full one. Usually I cut them down into little pieces. But I thought, oh, I'll give him the full stick. I turned around, literally, guys, it's got to be less than 10 seconds. Turned back, gone. He'd ate it. To me, he must have swallowed the stick whole and just, and it had gone. Because, oh my goodness. I know that people say when cats bite themselves and that they've got fleas. He's not got fleas. He really hasn't. He gets fleed every 3 to 4 weeks without fail. So does the other one. So that's why I don't like it when he bites himself, because I don't know why he's doing it. Because he's got no need, really. Right, they're those in. Look at these, Mars. I know you like wispy things. You like wispy things. Look at him watching it. That's what he does. I entice him, I think. And then I'm home when he chews his stuff. So let's see, there's 3. I want to bring these on the outside. So 3. That's 2. There. Let's get them off of here. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. So that's 3 sets. There's another 3, 4. Where's that one you're chewing? I'll have that back. There's a spare one there. Oh, and a spare one there. So that's 5. 5 sets of them. 5 sets of 3. Again, we need the white corsage tape. Just to put them together. What? As soon as I come home from the choir, guys, he's sat there waiting for me outside. Because my husband lets him go out, you know, when I've gone to the choir. And then guarantee every time I return, he's sat there on the wall waiting for the car to pull up. It's like he knows what time I'll be back. He senses it. And then as soon as I get out of the car, he starts crying and meowing, should I say. And then I walk to the door and he runs after me and follows me. And then as soon as I go in and he has a little snack out of his bowl, he comes running in once I've been in the bath and got my PJs on, and then he comes to settle down and sit on my lap while I watch some programs or analyse my video. On Thursdays, I tend to analyse my videos when I get back from the choir. So that's when he comes to sit on my lap. I know. Do you know I'm going tonight? Oh, you do. I'll be back. Hey, I'll be back. Mummy will be back. Yes. So that's 5. So now let's get these in. So I'm going to place 1. In fact, I might bring them on the inner side. So what I'm going to do is 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. That's where they're going to be positioned. on the wreath. So let's bring it in for a change. Usually I tend to put these around the back. Oh, them going in. Oh, it's flopped over. They're really not very strong. So I've got no choice, because what's on them is just very fine wire. Well, not wire, it's like, well, it is wire, but it's not strong wire, it's like plastic what's holding them together. So I haven't a choice. I should have known better from the beginning. So I'm going to put picks on them because they're very bendy. Look, there's no support there, so when I place it in there it just bends like that, and when it bends it just pops back up. I should have reminded myself of that, because I do know that that's what they do. Or like play with toys, but unfortunately, young man, it's not a toy. Here we go again, guys. As much as I love him, he's naughty. But he does like things like this. He's got toys where I've got a long stick with a bit of rope on it, and at the end of the rope there's some feathers, and he loves it. So one more, and this will give it the strength to sit in the wreath without flopping over. Right, there we go. So again, let's cut them. Now they've got this main strength now back into them, and let's place it back in. Here we go. So again, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, push that a bit more, then 4 o'clock, around here, and then 8 o'clock, around there, push that up, bend it to 8 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock. Place that one. Oops, it's caught on the ribbon. Like that. Bring it slightly in, so it's got movement in. So then that's now our glittery berries. That's right, berries placed in. So before I carry on, I want to place in our poinsettias, and then they can be, let me just have a look how I'm going to place those. So I want one definitely here, so that's one, Let me just cut them all. Just fluff it up a little bit. One. Ribbon needs to go to the back so we can see the poinsettia here. 3, 4, and I'm going to place this one here. 5. So that's how they will be placed in the wreath. So we've got one there, one there, one here, one here, and one here. And it will be incorporated near the bow. Excuse me. So let's get these in. Oh gosh, guys, the glitter all over my fingertips. What a lovely sight. Okay. And I'm not positioning these so they're flat onto the wreath. I am leaving space behind for them so they're sticking out. Because if I had them flat, with this present being so big and bulbous, that's going to be lost if it's sat within, really far deep within. And we don't want that. So we have to bring it out so it looks like it's coming outwards. Again, the same with that one. And I'll do that with all 5 of them. It gives it a fuller look as well. And quite makes it look like the wreath's quite deep. And then the last one. I'm going to go here. And sit that there. So there's your 5 poinsettias also now placed in. Now, I can't make my mind up whether to put those in. Oh yeah. So because I think I may need to put these on longer picks as well. So I may have to extend those also. We'll use brown. Oopsie daisy. So that's one, and I'm going to use the other half to put another one on. Let's grab them all up here. Got something dangling off of it. It's 2. Have I got any more? No, they're too short. And I'm taping them right from the top down again to hold the picking at the top as well as throughout the centre and the bottom for support. Three. when we do our Christmas concert for the choir, even any concert really, I tend to make arrangements up so we've got them on display. So if I haven't sold some of my wreaths by the time it's the Christmas concert, then I'll take some down. If I have sold them, then I'll just make some more up for the Christmas concert. I love doing that. And plus it helps put all the audience in the Christmas spirit as well, instead of not having any decoration around while you're doing a concert. It gives them that, you know, Christmas spirit, which is lovely to see. Smiles on the faces. It's wonderful. Right, I'm going to go in between each of our poinsettias with the cones again, and I'm just going to stick those in. Have them slightly stood up if they'll stand, which they should. Bend that. I don't want to. There we go. Just going to turn it again, guys. Place one here. Oh, that was a big breath, Marley. I heard you take. That one's just not feeling secure. So I'm going to try and place it in somewhere where it's a bit more, you know, tight, and it's harder to get in, so then I know it will have more support. So we'll go here. Oh, there we go. I can hear his legs. I can hear his legs scraping on the surface. Oh gosh, this one's harder to get in. Come on. There. One here. It's harder to see. Now everything's beginning to fill up, but we'll do it. And then the last one. Now then, I'm going to have to place it here because of the ribbon. So that's what we have with that one, with our pine cones now in. Again, I have got carnations, which I don't want flat in the centre. I want to just slightly have them coming out for a bit of colour on the outer side. I do have the berries as well, so I could place the berries there, or the berries maybe better scattered around in and out of the wreath. And again, I do have, I don't want to put a lot of these in, so if we try and get a few in to start with. 1, 2, 3. That's got one. Now these ones clip on. I think it's these. No, it's not these. It's the other ones. I've got different varieties. So again, I don't want too much. We place a few on the front. Could I get through another one off of there? Again, if you think you can get things off to make it a bit bigger, get more out of it, oh, do it. I've got my baubles as well, and I've got those there. I've just spotted. I've still not put those in. But let's work around here. Just add a little bit of Christmassy touch in the centre with the heathers. Place one up here. Like that as well. So there's 1, 2, and I'm going to place one behind the bow right here. Just so it's slightly sticking out. Just seen a glue string. So there. Let me get these, otherwise I will forget them. Because I've got these that I want to put one up at the top, again one down here and one down here. So let's just cut it a little bit shorter. Place this, if I can see, yeah. There. I probably would have forgotten if I didn't spot them. I can see a glue string on it. Around here. A bit lower down. Just to give it something at the back of the candy. Do the same on this side. Like that. Slightly bring that one up. So that's there. So I'm going to put the baubles in, and I do want a bauble up here as well. So I'll go through there. Bring that one there. And we'll bring that one in here. That one's a bit hard to get in. So I'll cut that short because I don't want it sticking out too much. Let's just turn and have a look. So no, it's still too far out that I'd like it. That's better. And then the other one here. Yeah. Just move some of my foliage out of my way. So then that's the third one placed. So now I'm happy that they're in. I do have these silver ones left. I don't really think, do I need just to add the odd one around? Yeah, on the back. That's another thing. If I'm bringing silver incorporated into this around the centre or white, I do have to, you know, I do like to put the odd bit of that same colour around the outer side, so you've got it in the background as well. So because I've got 5, I'll put one up there. And I'm not going to cut these stems because I need them as height and just to come out a bit more than some of the others. Or should I say to be a bit taller or longer than the others? A little bit more. Yeah. So there's like one there, one there. Place one over the other side. Perhaps I think it's around here. I've got 2 more. So I'm going to place one here and then one down here. Okay, now I'll just cut that little bit. So you could just see a few of the sparkly leaves. That's all I'm really wanting it for. But as long as it's, you know, it's balanced out, instead of just looking green at the back, just to give it that extra little Christmassy feeling around the back, you know, on the edge. Yeah. I know you're hungry. Half an hour and then I'll feed you. Now I've got our holly, and the reason I've been hanging on to the holly is because I can't make my mind whether to put the berries on bits scattered around on the outside, and then the hollies to use as filler. If I just show you around the inside with a berry on. So I don't know how many I've made. 1, 2, 7. So I've got 7 here. Let's just place all those there. So if I just turn it around and position position these in where I'd like them. So definitely I want one at the top. Bauble. So I want one there. And these again, like I say, will act like filler. I won't be putting them flat. I'm just placing them in, pushing them all the way through so I know where I'd like them to sit. Definitely one there. That'll have to go behind the poinsettia. Two more. Oops. One I want there. And then another one there. Oh, should I be? That one's there. Oh, it's here. Can't see with the ribbon. I know. say there. So there, that one's there. So it is here. Behind the poinsettia. So by just knowing where I've placed them, I can just focus for the, you know, just look for the berries. So then now I know where I'm going to be posting them, placing them. Again, because these now are acting like our filler. You see less of the grapevine wreath now with those hollies, with them having 3 leaves placed in. So that's what we're going to do with those as well. Oh, I've got all this mess around. Here I go. And all the glitter. Have I got any more glittery bits? What's your tummy? So we don't get glitter. Sorry guys. I really don't like mess around me when I'm working. I like it clear and clean. It's just the sort of person that I am. Nothing meant by it. People don't mind, you know, I know some florists, my friend, she's a messy worker. She doesn't mind working in mess. And I've said many times, I don't know how you can do it, because I can't. So I'm just going to move that because I've got lots of glitter down here. Let's get it off the mat. Oh, goodness. And into the bin. And there. I'm a bit happy now. So, now let's place in our holly. So this one needs to go here. And lean the head forward. Like that. Right, I've got to look for the, here we go, look for them. That one was here. Behind the bauble. If you just like where once you've placed them, and then you just, when it comes to before you take them out and put glue on them, just remind yourself where you look. So I've remembered the bauble. So then I know that that needs to be placed back just where the bauble is. Can't get that one right in. Oh my goodness. That was a tough one. So that one there, so that's behind the poinsettia. And again, so now I know where I've got to put that back into the wreath. So poinsettia. Like that. I don't think I'm going to have that one on the outer side. I'm going to try and bring them slightly inwards again to use as filler foliage. And one where the cone is. Then one more. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, that one's hard. Hard to get in. Then that one at the top. And then do the same on the last one. Let me just turn this one around so I can see where I can push it through the grapevine. Oh, I've got the bouncy things going up my nose. Trying to twist the leaves around, but not hide the poinsettia here. Just fluff up our bow, because we don't want the bow to be hidden either. Can't move that. Nice up a bit. Because this bow's silver, the one in the middle, I'm going to place I'm going to place in carnation, and I'm cutting it a really small stem, putting a bit of glue on, quite a bit, not too much that it's going to go thick and clumpy. And I'm going to glue it to the ribbon. So let's grab that glue string before that one dries as well. So then I've placed that in the centre of our bow. Give it a nice pretty red to set the silver off. Now, before I go any further, let me see. Oh, oh God, I've done it again. I'm terrible for cleaning the stem and pulling out this to see if there's any dust on or anything too hard, and then next minute it pops all off. So I'm terrible. I can be very heavy-handed. I think it's because I like to push things together when I'm gluing them back on, and push them really hard so I know they're going to stick and set. And I forget that when it comes to just pushing, cleaning the stem, not to do it so hard. Hey, yes, let Mummy have a look, because we want some flowers coming in. Or do I as well? I need some red around the sides. Oh, is it red? Or it is red, because there's a lot of green, white in the centre, so I need red around the sides. And I may co-join that up with the calla lilies, which will be slightly a bit more inwards, or even again add some more berries here. Or would the berries be nice and the flowers in the centre? No, see, because I'm not one for doing a ring of flowers, unless somebody, you know, on an order, you know, specifically asks for that. It's not my sort of, you know, thing. I think it's got to be the flowers there, and then maybe the berries. Oh, the berries a bit too much now. Or just incorporate the odd berry to add the red as well on the outside. So if I go carnation berry, carnation berry. So how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want one more. Have I got one more? And we'll take that one then. And then 5. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll have 5 of the berries and 5 of the carnations. So I don't need that stem, so I can place that one back. Oops, if it'll go in the bucket. The carnations, I have got lots and lots, guys. They're all crammed in tightly together. I can't get no more in. I don't want those, so they can go. I'll just hold on to the berries in case I may want to add the odd little bit. I'll keep the ficus. I'm not going to put, I don't think, as I'm going through, so then I know what I've got left. I tend to do this. Do I put a larger stem? To fill those gaps at the back. So I think I will end up doing that with those. Now that one's quite large. That is really quite large. So do I? Okay, let's have a look at the back. I'll cut that down to there. So that's 3. If I do 5 of these as well. 5 large. So that can go. Let me just check with the pussy willow. No. So we've got the little silver berries, glittery berries, the pussy, and then we'll have these red berries. The pussy willow just doesn't fit in. So just put those on the floor. So that is what. So 5 of these, perhaps. It may be 5, it may be 3. So I'll get 5 out to just be on the safe side. 3, 4, 5. So they can go back down there. So now I know what we've got. I always do this nearer to the end. Cut off what bits I've got left and what I may want to do with them. And then I know it gives me a better idea instead of having everything all piled up on the table. It's just me being organised, that's all, everybody. 3, 4. And that's not very wide, so I may end up getting a cutting one off again. I want one where it's a bit wider or opened. So, do you want to go out? Come on then. Yeah, I'm going to shut the door, guys, because he'll only come back in and cry because I know he wants his food. So I'm going to place, now if I place these in, oh, it's caught. I'm just going to again place them in. We're around that area where they're going to go. So, flower. Oh my goodness, I can't get it through anywhere. Berry. They're not going to be this far inwards. It's just I'm pushing them inwards so they've got something to lean on so they don't come out. In fact, here, push that berry. Here, so it's more centralised. So berry. Again here. Let me just lean it on something. flower. Berry around there. Oh, that's dropped out. It's catching on everything that's in. Flower. Sit there. Oh my goodness. This is the only problem. Flower. Berry. Flower. And then berry. Again, I've just placed them where they're going to be going around. So it then becomes, as you can see, flower, berry, flower, berry, flower, berry, and so on all the way around. So they're now the 5 of each, so that's balanced them out. So let's get these placed in. Plastic on the ends. Cut it at an angle. So again, try and remember where you've gone. There we go. Berry. Flower. And flower around here. And berry. And let's get that one in, because that one's just not going to sit still. You can keep dropping out. I've got to look for a place. Oh my goodness, this is tight, this. Where is it? There. Cut that a bit short as well. Behind here. Slightly. Like that. I talk to myself when I'm doing my other when I'm not on video, and I'm like this as well. I'll do exactly the same where, say, like for example, I'm doing this and I'll go flower, berry, flower. I do exactly the same. It's probably why I talk to myself a lot when I'm in house. I'll probably answer myself if I can remember correctly. I probably do. Oh. I'm going to have to get some filler foliage in as well. Bring these, sticking them back out. So they're noticeable, because I know this one down here is slightly hidden now, and we don't want our candies to be hidden. There. So where did I get to? Flower. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. You see that one's a bit too far out. Let me turn it, guys, because we do need filler foliage, because I can see quite a few gaps. So that's one of the reasons I left out the ficus. I'm going to cut this little bud off. So where's that bud? So I'm going to put that in the middle with the ribbon, with the other one. Waste not, want not. So, berry. Why are they bending? That's better. And then flower. I'll take that bud off as well, because I don't want the stem that long. So I'll place that in the middle as well of the ribbon, so then it's got 3 little carnations together. And then I'll place this one. Oops. Can't see. There we go. As well. Just through 4. That one there. There's that little bud. And then we'll place that one here. So the poinsettia, we need to see that. That one's still up. I don't want to hide the Prezi either. I'm trying to keep that on show. What's that? Let me just cut that. Oh, I didn't want to hurt his feet then. That's probably why it was not sitting straight. Did I hurt him? No, I didn't hurt him. I'm just fluffing up everything and positioning things. If I feel that once I've gone around, they're not sat where I, they've probably moved slightly. So I'm bringing things, bending them back forward. So that's that. Like the ribbons was a bit flat also. So Now I know we've got our calla lilies. I just want to see, I might not even put them in, to be quite honest. Oh my goodness. No. What I need is a filler foliage. So, do I go, instead of putting these small variegated ficus around the centre, I may put a few there, and then get a plain green filler foliage. And I've just spotted these, what I've got, oddments. Those. Or do I use the dark oddments instead? I've got these because they're just plain. Some are limey green, which may look nice. Yeah, the lime ones look lovely. The dark ones seem to be swallowed up by the ficus and the ivy. The holly, sorry. So I'm going to use the lighter greens. And these, I'm sure these are the ones that are like bay leaves. So these are going to go around the side where you can see, perhaps from your view, here, all around here. So I need to fill those in, going all the way around the side, around the whole of the wreath. So what I do, I take bits off. And then that, don't want that. 1, 2, 3. That should help them fill it in, and as well as filling it in, give it a bit more looking like it's full, and there's a bit of depth from the side, from the wreath. Don't want that bit on. And even I can also put these around the back as well, if I feel that they, you know, it would look nice with a few around the back. So we'll start with those. We'll place some of these. Let me get one what's a bit bigger there. And these are going in here. I shall be placing them a bit deeper down, but that's to cover mainly your grapevine. So if I just take a quick look on how much I'm going to need, quite a bit, in fact. So let's cover that up first, because I don't like to see a big gaps like that. And then turn the leaf so it's facing downwards. So if you can see, I've put it in so instead of a leaf, if I show you facing that way, I've placed it that way. So it's not just filling in across, it's filling in more of the grapevine by going, you know, as we say, if it's standing like that, horizontal, by placing the leaves horizontally instead of, not horizontal, sorry, placing the leaves vertical instead of horizontal. By placing them horizontal, you can end up putting more in. By placing them vertical, the leaves are spread up and down, so they're covering more of your grapevine. So that's what we're going to do. And I've not got a big stem on these because I don't want them to be placed too far in. And again, this is just covering up. Take that off. Your grapevine. So then it looks like you've more of a professional job, you know, and the customers will see that. That one's place that like that. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to around on the inside because it's our filler foliage. I want one there. Under here I can see, I'll just move that little bit of ficus leaf. Oh, I love the big prezi in the centre. And again, I'm going to go under here. Even though some places might not need it, it's all, you know, or something's hiding it. It's always, you know, that can't see it. It's always good to just place some in as well in those areas. Because I'm taking all this all the way around, I want it to be noticed all the way around. Because again, some customers will check your work. That's that one. I can see one straight through there. Keep that longer stem on so I can get this through. And I'm not just going through the sides as well, I'm going around the centre as well. If I can see a bit of a gap, then I will fill it. I will turn it around, everybody. I just want to make sure it's more complete on the inside as well. See, I can see a little gap here under the poinsettia here. So I'm going to put some of it there. And plus, with it being a lime green as well, that gives off another different contrast with your colour. So I think that one's needed here. So again, if you've got any oddments, that's always a good thing to use, is your oddments for your filler. There's one there. That's not a very long stem, that one, so. And again, I've got some more, so I will go around it on the outside as well. Oh my gosh, where's that glue string attached to? Well, that's everybody coming home from work. All the noise, the doors banging. Everybody's finished work for the day. Right, let's see what it's like with those in. So we'll get these in my hand. I think something's catching behind. So now I'm going to look at it from here on this side to see now where I can see around there is the grapevine. So I'm going to hide that. As well. Again, I've got the same problem here that I had there with a big gap. So I'm going to concentrate on this area. See one right behind the poinsettia here. So I want a little stem. Right here. That's it. Superb. That ribbon is irritating me. It has been every time I'm trying to sort it because it's just twisting to one side. So I'm shortening it because it's getting in the way, being longer. So we'll combat that by just chopping a bit more of it off. One here. See the gap. So again, this also adds a bit more colour. You see one through there. And contrast. A different coloured green. Have a look around. Yeah, I can see there. I always as well, when you know, it's nice that you can see when you're at your head high or your eye view, but as well, just bend down slightly and look under, because you will get some as well. Like I've just gone like that and I've just spotted one there. So take a look underneath as well, around the bottom. See one there, right behind here. Just grab that glue string while I can see it. That's there. Right, I'm just going to check if I've got one more piece down here. Right there. And it's this glue string. It follows you everywhere. It sticks to absolutely anything. There. That's where I spotted it. Okay, just There. So I can still see the odd bits inside. So because we've got, do I use a darker one? No. I'm going to use the variegated ficus bits on this. I can just see one quite about an inch gap that I need to get that filled up as well on the inner ring. Again guys, I will turn it. I can see one there as well. Just under here. Just bend that leaf underneath. Around it around the back. So there. I think then it's here. Oh no, I've just lifted that and I've spotted one. I want to get a green. I know what I'm going to do. Place a bigger leaf in. Because otherwise I'm just going to keep putting bits in. So I'm going to place just a slightly bigger leaf in. There. And I had one more of those, so let me use that one up as well. So I think yeah, it's there. I can see straight through to the back of the fern. So we're going to place this one also. Oh my goodness, it's so thick this stem, it's hard to get it in. So I don't want that hole at the back, so I can see through to the back. And I did say the ficus, the tall ficus as well. I've got that. Sit still. So that's how it is. So now with the last few pieces with the ficus, I'm going to be placing, as you can see here, I need to be filling in around, and you know, in some of the gaps, like here as well. I need foliage there because it looks like it sticks out and then it goes in. There's nothing there. So we need something there to give it that full circle of the grapevine wreath. So, and then that, guys, should be complete. If I need any more, I've got the other one on the floor. But I do prefer to get all, even the spacings in between things that have come outwards. If I can still spot a bit what's in the way, what's not got anything there, then I will go back to it and place something in like this I am doing with this ficus. And that's a bit long, that stem. Like that. So it's again like I'm finishing the border of the boundary and filling in the boundary gaps. I'm going to need some more. Because to be better safe than sorry, I'd rather fill it up completely instead of just looking for the gaps. I'd rather just get everything in and do it that way. So then I know I haven't got any spaces around. Oops, daisy. Just lean that one forward a bit. So I'm going to go, I'm making the choice of now going all the way around. Instead of just putting 5 pieces in, I am going to go all the way around, and this will be our first layer at the back. Perhaps going to need about another 3 or 4 pieces. Let me just go and get another one. So 1, 3, yeah. So I'm just lifting it forward. Oh, I don't like that piece. It's not got a point on it. So then it gives me peace of mind as well. I know that it's all, you know, equal around and balanced all around with the variegated ficus at the back. So I've got one. Oops. Oh my gosh, I can't get that one in there. Keep pushing. So I just need to come and have a look. Right, I can see one right there. What's leading forward as well. There's not just this one here. So I'm going to pull this out. Oh goodness. I'm going to put a pick on it to give it a bit of strength because the wire is not very thick, so it may start loosening up. Even though it's glued in, it could start loosening to the point where it flops and moves around. It wouldn't come out, it'd just flop over. That's all it'd do. So to give it that bit of strength, I'm putting a pick on with it. Got to remind myself where it went. Think about here. So again, that's better. And plus, I think I need another. So if I use an oddman, but place that point in. To fill in that one. Around here. Just where I've placed that glittery one I've just put in. There's a piece here that I could see here, what I've got no ficus behind it. So let me just check again, because I've got a feeling it might be some here. I just want to lean them forward. Let me just check one more. I've got one more piece, so I could place that in somewhere. I've got to bring that forward a bit, looking too far back at the top, right behind that white astilbe here. So we'll place this in. Right, what did I say was needed coming forward? This, I think. Right in here, there needs to be one. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's in. Finally. Oh. Right there. So again, let me just have one more check. Yeah. Oh, one moment. I've just spotted another one. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to get another piece, because if I won't stop. I bet you can't see where it is. Straight away, guys. We can't have that. Here, where my hand is, it comes here, down, out again, here. So I need to place another one. Oops, wrong place. There. So that, again, I'm going to have one more look. I keep saying one more look. Now then. Now I can see, if you can see, behind this here, behind your candy, it looks a bit bare because this is coming out here and there's very little here foliage. You may have your flower, you know, your astilbe in, but there's very little to follow that. And let me just see if I need that to put one on opposite behind that other astilbe. Yeah, and then that definitely is it. So we'll do that. So it's behind these here. I want them coming out there. So it's got like the astilbe's got something as a backdrop behind it to bounce off of. It's just makes it look from, you know, my professional eye makes it look a bit like it's floating. And there's nothing to help it. So just by filling this along a piece in behind it and following the border and the boundary, should I say, just gives that astilbe that helping hand. And same on the other side also. Just needs a little something to place behind. Going to give it this one a helping hand also. Oh, I've got it caught up in it. Like that. Let me just keep finding those wires. what are attached around the wreath. Here's another one. They're only little and fine, but they could scratch on anybody's door. Oh, I'd never forgive myself. Let me do a proper check of it. Let me just... Where's those other ones? I may be able to turn them in. That's one turned in. Just again, I'm doing a proper check on it. There's one. Let's get that one turned in. Oh, that's that one. Any more? No. Let's just check under. No, that's it. Fussy me, guys. But again, I tend to think of the customer's property. I don't, you know, I don't think I would have liked it if it happened to myself. And you know, I purchased something and it scratched the door, because they're not cheap doors. You know, so I tend to make sure I try and cover all aspects of anything, you know, making any marks on the customer's property at all. So that's nearly going on over 2.5 hours again, guys. But oh my gosh, I have had so much fun with his little legs. Let me move him up higher, so because his legs are scraping. So let me move that slightly higher. I just love that when the wreath moves, his legs shake like he's nervous. So anyway, of our beautiful Prezi. That is another wreath we've done today for Christmas. A different style with just your main, you know, present in the centre with your bow and his little legs and just a few oddments of candy and, you know, lollipop. That's really all in the decoration side, and the 3 baubles, and the rest it's just foliage and carnation and obviously your poinsettias for Christmas. So again, I hope you all enjoyed that. Even though he hasn't got a head or a body, I know he did. So he's had a good time. And again, if you've got some ornamental decorations to put in a wreath or excuse me, or anything really, go around your house and have a look. Open your Christmas tree box up, what you put your Christmas tree up with all your baubles and things. And if you've got some oddments in there that you tend to put on your tree, use them. If you know, if you think they'd look nice, use them in a wreath or in a, you know, in a table arrangement, anything like that, and it'd be fabulous. I'm sure you could all do it easily because you're all wonderful at what you do. So keep it all up, guys. You're all great. And again, you know, I hope you liked it. I sure did. So please, you know, subscribe and share and like, and send us a few comments on what you think to it. And I've finished for today. So I'm off in because I've got the choir tonight, and I'm going to be enjoying that as well. So have a great day, everybody, and thanks again, you know, from the bottom of my heart for all your wonderful comments. And you know, I really do cherish it. Please keep sending them. You know, it's just lovely. It puts a really big smile on my face. So again, have a great day, and I'll see you all soon. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.